Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by. So, Twitter is on fire right now between two leftist content creators going back and forth. Um, One of them leaked messages between the two of them, and regardless of why they were leaked or who did the leaking, the conversation seems to have shifted to you shouldn't leak DMs, that's a bad thing to do. And I get that to a degree. Most of the times when it comes to direct messages or private messages between two people, I would even say as far as group chats go, you expect a level of privacy. You know, you, or at least I would expect a level of privacy. You don't expect what you're talking about to be made public knowledge. Now, are leaking DMs always a bad thing to do? No. No, there's some good reasons why you should do that. If someone's making violent threats against you or someone else that you know or a member of your community, by all means, post those messages. Let people know who they're dealing with. If it's related to the issue at hand, by all means. If someone's, saying something like makes a public post about, this is what I believe in and this is what I stand for, and you have a message from them that says the complete opposite, I would say that's fine. You know, to reveal the truth would be a good reason to put a message out like that, to leak a message. But it seems most people's anger about it is because of the nature of the messages. You could describe it as sexting between two people. Now, should you leak those kind of messages out? No. I would say it seems weird to make a moral argument on something like that, but just, like I said before, I think people expect a level of privacy when it comes to messaging someone directly like that. Is it going to happen? Yes, it will. Even if it's something you think is completely innocuous, if it's someone you have complete trust in, there is always the option that messages will get leaked like that. So, what do you do when that happens? You know, Depending on the content of the message, if it's something really old and you've changed positions on something and it's, basically like you're being dragged through the mud, someone's just trying to make you look bad, address it. You know, I think the best thing you could do in any kind of circumstance where people are posting your private messages for everyone to see, the best thing to do is address it directly. If you've changed your positions, explain that. If it's, with something like this, where it's someone's leaking messages that are sexual in nature, I can imagine, it's never happened to me personally, but I can imagine that's, very stressful to deal with. And it would probably be really hard to address something like that. But at least acknowledge that it happened. That yes, it was you. Hiding from something like that will no doubt make it worse, at least as far as public reaction. It's going to keep growing and building because after the initial leak, everybody after that is basically just trying to stir the pot and make things happen so they can, I mean, frankly, to put it bluntly, it's just people are really bloodthirsty and they like to see people fighting. So you can address it right when it happens or wait until you get really angry and then flip out on people. And, you know, maybe that's what you want to happen. That's definitely what they want to happen to you. So normally I would suggest to as soon as you find out, address it publicly. That's pretty much your best option. And of course, this should go without saying, but don't talk to that person anymore. The person who actually leaked your messages. You should be able to trust the people you talk to. And that level of violation, I wouldn't stand for it. You know, I trust everyone I meet, and it only weakens with time. It's basically how I've always tried to approach relationships with people. Something like that's game breaker. I would completely cut contact with somebody. I'm not going to badmouth a person for something like that, but if it gets asked, hey, why don't you talk to this person anymore? Yeah, they leaked our messages. So why would I entertain someone like that? Regardless of how you feel about either of the parties involved, whatever happened before or what's going to happen after, this is only about what you should do if someone leaks your messages. Frankly, I don't care about either of the parties involved with this. I'm not taking sides with any of them. I don't think either of them are right or wrong in this. This is about leaking messages and how you need to deal with it. So let's not take sides in a comment section about who you think I approve of in this. Just try and, in your future messages with people, understand that anything you say can probably get posted publicly. So, not saying you shouldn't ever talk to people, but maybe put up boundaries with people before you get very open, because you never know who's going to post something about you. Y'all have a good day.